Morning, folks. G-Rift here. It's that time of week again, my favorite time, One Piece Wednesday. Today, let's talk a little bit about the end of chapter 1037. If you haven't read it already, do yourself a favor, go check it out. It's on Viz now, so we can talk about it. So, at the very end of the chapter, we see the world government ships approaching Wano. And at the same time this is happening, the Gorosei are also having their own little discussion in their room as they normally do. And this guy on the ship says, "Oh, I see something in the distance. What is it?" An island. And it cuts back to the Gorosei and it says, "No, there's no way. It hasn't awakened for centuries. This fruit that they've changed the name of, yada, yada, yada." Now, do I think that the Gorosei are talking to the world government ships at this point? No. I don't think that this random dude on a ship that we've just seen in this chapter, this fodder, is talking directly to the five most powerful people in the entire world politically. We're not going to say power-wise because we don't know how to scale them yet. But politically, they're five of the most influential people there is. I don't think this is a direct den mushi from ship to castle. I think that knowing Oda, this is probably a sign that something at the Reverie, which they've been discussing in their little couple panels they had, maybe something at the Reverie came to light, and it's a new fruit that's awakened. But we also have to take a look at what's going on in Wano Kuni. They've brought to light now that Shanks stole the Gum Gum fruit from the world government. That's why who was in prison. So the fact that they brought this up and now this is coming to light that, oh, they changed the name of this devil fruit to wipe its existence off the map. That's pretty big. That's some good tidbits of information that essentially we can't do anything with it but what the One Piece community does best and theorize with it. So let's talk a little bit about it. I think we have to start off with the one word in the sentence, awakened, for centuries. So, awakened could possibly mean literally waking up, or we know that devil fruits awaken. They get a second stage. So, all these theories going around that Gold Roger had the Gum Gum fruit. Maybe he didn't awaken it, and that's why the world government didn't know, but they're trying to change the course of history. So, these pirates essentially can't know about this, right? If they're trying to wipe it from the history. So the way the Gorosei works is they sit above the world government. They oversee it. But if Doflamingo knows these secrets, why would Doflamingo not have reacted differently if he knew Luffy's fruit was this one? Essentially, he would have, right? He would have had access to that knowledge. So I don't think he's talking to Luffy's fruit. Now, there's a couple other options with all the other fruits in Wano Kuni. Nico Robbins, some of the other ones, but let's focus on the big ones here. First one, Tama, the Kibi Kibi no Mi. Makes cute little balls of food off her cheeks that can control animals. Now, maybe once awakened, it could work into a people standpoint where she can control people. It's definitely a possibility. We don't know. The only reason it works on Smile users is because they are part animal. So, I don't think it's Thomas Fruit personally. We have Yamato's Fruit, the deity Fox of Wano, Kaido kind of gives some things here and there. You weren't really meant to have this fruit. So does Kaido know what this fruit was, what Joy Boy's power was, all this kind of stuff? That we don't know. We don't really have a Kaido backstory. Really looking forward to getting that. Excuse me again. One of the big ones I would like to focus on is Toki's fruit, Kazoki Toki, with the Toki Toki no Mi, the power to travel forward in time. Now, it's stated in the facts that she's jumped forward 800 years, which, puts her roughly into the Void Century. So, possibly she has this knowledge, and if there's a log, because Blackbeard had a book of devil fruits, right? So, in some fashion, there is recorded knowledge of devil fruits out there. So is it possible that this Toki Toki no Mi, the ability to go through time, the Gorosei know about it, and they're trying to get this fruit to push themselves forward, which would make sense because it can't go into the past, right? It's been stated you can't go into the past, only into the future. So we could speculate all day about what they're trying to do with these devil fruits, but I think it's more so what it means for Im. And small theory what I have about Im is possibly the devil. In the Bible, we all know Oda likes to do lots of mythology, lots of religion. In the Bible, God has a saying, I am. He says, I am, which is literally how you spell Im or Emu's name is I am. There's an empty throne, and one of Satan's things is it's a fallen angel who will rule a political world by deceiving men that he is a king. That is what it is. So possibly the real fruit that's to come out, which I think the Gorosei are talking about, is something they've heard at the Reverie. I don't think that the fruit they are talking about is Zunisha, the Elephant Island. I don't think that it's something we're seeing on screen right now. I believe the fruit they're talking about is something that's happening off screen or somewhere else. Because everything that's happening, besides Toki's fruit, because in reality, this fruit has not been seen or awakened for centuries and centuries, because it has traveled 800 years to get to where it is today. So I believe that they are talking about something off screen. This is all theory, it's all speculative, but it would be fantastic if it was something that was a fruit directly opposed to Im. She's already got a hard on for Vivi, she's got a hard on for Luffy, and wants them. Is the rubber just a byproduct of something else, and they had to change it and name it the Gomu Gomu no Mi? Who knows? Because technically, Luffy is in Gear 4 without awakening, but Rayleigh didn't really teach Luffy how to use the fruit. There's a couple theories going around that, Rayleigh knew because Gold Roger had the fruit. But he basically taught Luffy Haki. He wasn't surprised when he seen the fruit. That's what gets me, is that all these characters that should know what Gold Roger had, Edward Newgate, he wasn't dumbfounded when he saw the Gum Gum fruit, like, oh my god, Roger! He didn't do that, even though he was Roger's biggest ally. So I think that Oda's leaving little tidbits, little hints that there is something bigger planned, that there is a fruit out there right now that is going to be introduced shortly. Possibly it's on Zu. Maybe somebody died and it got reincarnated on Zo, or it was already on Zo, on Zunisha. Could be lots of things. Spagnum in CP0 has a sword that ate an elephant fruit. So is that some sort of connection where it's going to be opposite, where Zunisha actually has a sword fruit and he can turn the island and himself into a blade to wield and be carried around? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I believe this is good discussion here, that there's a lot of potential for this to be a lot of fruits. I personally believe we haven't seen it yet, and there is only more exciting things to come. But I'm sure we'll talk at you next time on One Piece 1038. Thanks for stopping by. Peace.